first question that we have is name your class major and the city you came from. My class major was biology, and I came from Memphis, Tennessee. East Memphis, to be exact. Shout out to the M-Town. I graduated from Germantown High School in Memphis, just in case you were curious, for all my Memphis peeps out there.
What was the question again?
Name your class major and the city you came from.
Okay, mass communications, baby, all day, every day. And I'm originally from Michigan, but I went to high school in Jackson, Tennessee. So literally, I went to high school right across the railroad tracks from the school.
I chose Lane because it was a smaller school, and out of all of the schools that I visited, the universities and state schools, Lane College felt like home to me. And I remember specifically during freshman orientation, our school motto, which is the power of potential, being thrown around a lot. And I didn't know what it meant at the beginning. It was just like, okay, that's the motto. But literally towards the end of freshman orientation, I was excited about who I was going to become. And that really stood out to me. And I couldn't make any other decision. It was apparently clear that I was a Lane lady.
I chose Lane because I didn't get into any other colleges. So big shout out to Tori Halliburton. She asked me to come and apply, and I was like, what? Nah, I ain't gonna be able to get in. I got a 14 on my ACT. I shouldn't have been in college, but Lane took a chance on me. And so the reason that I am who I am today and the opportunities that I got, it's because of Lane. So I think if you're in a place right now where you're kind of uncertain, which who wouldn't be in this point in life, take a chance on Lane, because I think it'll pay off in dividends.
Yeah, take a chance on yourself. To other schools,
I think it's perfect. You know, you're not a social security number. You're in a place where you know your professor, they know you, which is really big. If you even think about high school, your teachers know you now to a certain extent, but when you think about going from 30 to potentially 150 people in one classroom, you're really just a social security number. But at Lane, I feel like it was a perfect situation because they were super focused on you, and their success was directly tied into your success. So that was just, it was amazing.
Absolutely. The class sizes, I would say my classes were around 20 to 30 people. I loved it because I knew that all of my needs would be able to be met. I literally had ties with my classmates and close friends at that time, which we were there for a specific interest, which was biology for me. And to be able to see women that look like me and my professors, or men who look like me or my husband or my dad, for instance, actually be able to teach me the science of life, which is biology, and to be able to see what they've done within their lifetime so far, and their accolades and things, that was everything to me. And that literally came from the small class size. Everything that I needed academically was met, and the relationships that I've been able to make with professors, administrators, and friends are just, you can't put words on that. There's no price that you can put on that. And that came from the smaller class size. Why is Lane family to you?
It's family because it never stops. You know, I think that's something that when they talk about, you know, the marathon and Nipsey and just being like, it's forever. You know, once you get there, you're going to find somebody that you connect with, and it's going to be immediate. And you might be from a different part of the country, but you have a personality trait that kind of matches up. And then you have an opportunity to become family members, legitimate family members, with people that have different socioeconomic backgrounds, people that have different educational backgrounds, and you get that opportunity because you're coming to a central location with a centralized goal, and that's getting an education. So for me, I think that if I'm able to pick up the phone and have a conversation with somebody that I met 10 to 12 years ago, and realistically still have the same feeling of this person is down for me, from the same time we were 18 to the time that we're 31, you can't beat that. That's like a brother, that's like a sister. So that's why I think Lane is family.
Yeah, Lane College is family to me because, like he said, I started Lane College when I was 17. I was a child. And so all of my classmates and my friends that I made, we grew up together, literally. So it's so funny as you were saying that. I was just thinking about our friends from Lane that are parents and how we live in Atlanta now, so we'll do like barbecues and things like that, and we literally all have kids now, and those are my kids' aunts and uncles and cousins, and we literally have become a family. And I don't think that that's something that you can get that from anywhere, but not to the degree that we have that from Lane College. Like, we are a family.
It's different going to the Black Student Union and going to the Black College.
Absolutely.
That part.
Absolutely. It's lit. Next question, best memory at Lane.
My best memory was meeting my wife. She was dancing on a table at a party.
No, I wasn't. That is untrue. That is completely false.
All right, that's fine.
It was a stage.
It was a stage. It was my best memory at Lane. She was bad, and I feel like it was great for me, and it worked out well. And you'll see that at the end of the video.
Okay, I think my best memory at Lane, I think it was when you were running for SGA president, and just to see how we all came together to help you campaign. And it wasn't all bookwork and scholastics. Like, Lane was actually really fun too. And so that was just really fun, just kind of seeing how everyone came together to like root for one another and how you won. So yeah, that's probably one of my best.
There's no I in team, but there sure is a me in it. So I just want to say it was a live time at Lane back in, I feel like it was 20 years ago now.
Do you remember your speech? Fired up, ready to go.
You got to be fired up and ready to go. What's the next one?
All right. What have you done completing your degree at Lane?
Oh God, I've done so much, and I feel like it's been a hell of a ride. I literally have gotten an opportunity to work at some of the biggest companies, to work at some of the most innovative places. Most recently, I was at BMW, and it was just super cool to be at a place of, I remember being in Jackson, Tennessee, and working at McDonald's and getting an opportunity to work for one of the largest luxury car manufacturers in the world, you know, and be a representation of that. I wouldn't have that opportunity legitimately if it was not for Lane. So I think about where we get to go from here. It's just up, and I think it's super cool.
It's so funny, after I graduated from Lane, I ended up just working at a bank. Shout out to Citizens Bank, a black bank, black-owned bank. Citizens Bank in Nashville, Tennessee. And eventually I was able to finally get my foot in the door at a healthcare clinic. I worked in the lab at University of Tennessee for a while. From there, opportunities have grown, and this is a very appropriate time, and I haven't shared this with a lot of people, but I just accepted a position at a senior living healthcare facility in human resources. So where did my degree in biology take me? It took me from being a a 17-year-old with social anxiety, to now being able to provide job opportunities to other graduates of schools who are biology majors. And I had that say so, or at least to get their feet in the door. And I feel like that's amazing, and that is all credit to Lane College. And God, of course.
God first.
Okay.
Personal cliff note, I met her, she met me. It's been a lit experience, and I feel like to be able to say you met your spouse, don't go to college trying to find a wife.
No.
Don't go to college looking for a husband. But I do think if you find a relationship there that works out, that's long term, you get some, amazing cherries on top of what it's already going to give you. So please pick Lane. I don't know what else to say. You are at the house. You're trying to figure it out. This is it. We're on our couch. We're coming to you, giving you the info that you need. Don't go to any other school.
Yep. Hey, the power of potential. You have the potential. Best thing that we received out of our time at Lane, aside from our degrees, of course, would be our amazing children, Prince Spann and Innocent Spann.
Go ahead, baby. Introduce yourself.
My name is Innocent.
Look at the camera.
Oh. My name is Innocent Spann, and my birthday is March 23rd on March.
How old are you?
Oh,
Look at the camera.
I'm 5 now
There you go.
instead of 4.
Good.
5.
Good job. Prince, introduce yourself. I'll hold your drink.
My name is Prince. I am royal. My My full name is Prince Isaiah Spann. I am 8 years old. I will turn 9 in 7 days. Pop, pop, pop. And I am very, very, very good at art. Just saying.
Look, we love our kids, one of the greatest things that come out of the school. So we think that you should choose Lane too because of the power of potential and the opportunity to be something great. We love our kids, we love our family, we love our life. I think if you make that decision, I think we know if you make that decision, it'll be positive too. So we're gonna love on our kids a little bit. Lane College, LC, baby.
I love my LC.